Well, it appears Marvel has delivered another trailer, and this time it's for the Marvels. Let's break down the new trailer, talk about all the rumor confirmations, as well as some of the newly revealed details, and some awesome new costumes. So let's dive in. Well, earlier today, Marvel Studios gave us our first look at The Marvels, and I have to say, I was not disappointed. Now, this movie has been in production for quite a while, and we know Marvel moved the film to kind of shine up the special effects, and I have to say, at least in the trailer, they all looked great. Now, this was a teaser trailer and didn't reveal a lot of plot details, but it did give us some interesting insight and a lot of new looks at various aspects of the film, as well as some confirmations of several of the rumors we've been hearing. So let's dive into some of the highlights of the trailer. Now, one of the first things I noticed was the new Saber space station. And although this is something created for the MCU, Marvel's Shield and, well, Sword have been well known to have space stations in the comics, so this looks and feels absolutely perfect for this project. I also noticed they were interacting with jump points, something that's been a big part of the Guardians of the Galaxy, so it is pretty cool to see that integrated into this project, as well as give us some ideas on where the jump point that's associated with Earth exists. Now, there were lots of rumors that there was basically going to be body hopping going on in this project. And based on the trailer, it turns out it looks like it's pretty true. Apparently, all the Marvel characters, Spectrum, Miss Marvel, and Captain Marvel, will indeed be swapping bodies each time they use their powers, or at least part of the project. And that is honestly an interesting aspect of this film and was totally teased in Miss Marvel. And speaking of Miss Marvel, wow, could you feel her energy in this trailer? Honestly, I love the Miss Marvel series, and Ivan Milani brought the character to life in an exciting way, and her integration into this project is near perfect. She totally represents the fan, and has the reaction that many real-life fans have to these characters, and really does create an interesting and pretty awesome connection between the film, the MCU world, and the audience, which is something not many other characters, except maybe Peter Parker, really ever have done. Now, one of the other things in the trailer was Flerkens, and although we did get confirmation of the return of Goose, if you pay close attention, there is one shot where we seem to see a whole herd of Flerkens. Goose was a pretty big hit in the first project, and to see him return is awesome, but to kind of give some expansion on the creatures, and maybe even a whole bunch of them, could add some very interesting aspects and total chaos to the upcoming film. Now, as far as the heroes, there's lots to take away. It's pretty clear this is going to be somewhat of a reluctant team-up movie, which does work often with heroes that are kind of very independent, ultimately leading them to realize they are better together than apart. Now, Miss Marvel's reaction to all this is absolutely classic, being the one who's more excited for the whole thing, well above and beyond Monica and Carol. Now, with this team up, we also got some new costumes, and it appears we're actually going to have multiple costumes in the film, but I will say all of them really look great, with Monica Rambeau's costume absolutely shining. Now, there was a shot where we see some pretty comic accurate costumes for Carol, and a new costume for Kamala, which we were teased with a leak of a couple months ago, but in any case, the costumes really are spot on, and honestly, that's something Marvel has done very well in the past, and it's good to see it once again. We also got our first peek at Park Si-joon, who's apparently going to play Prince Yan. Now, it's previously been reported that he's the leader of a planet where people use song to communicate, and there are rumors of some ties to Carol's character, maybe even a romantic tie, including being her husband. Now, we did see a dance number in the trailer, so that could honestly be from this world, but given Carol's reaction in the number, I actually think this is one of those places where her and Kamala Khan actually swap bodies, leading to some more confusion. Now, the other big reveal was the villain, and we do know that Zawe Ashton is playing the villain and is going to be the Kree Dar-Ben. Now, we do see her surrounded in a couple of shots by several Kree soldiers, and in those shots, she's actually holding a Kree Cosmi Rod, very similar to the one Ronan used in the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, doubling down that she might actually be another accuser. And now, if you pay close attention to the trailer, there's a quick shot where she's engaged in combat with the Marvel's team. And if you look closely, she actually has the other bangle matching the one Kamala Khan has. Now, this is something we've wondered how it will fit in, and honestly, we've speculated for a while that these could be tied directly to the Kree. If you remember in Miss Marvel, the bangle was on a blue-skinned creature, which we've thought might be a Kree, but some actually surmised it was a Jinn. In any case, the Kree clearly have some kind of tie to this bangle, and I do think it will play a much bigger role in the film, probably at the center of why all of these characters are doing the sort of body hopping we saw in the trailer. Now, I have to say, the trailer looked good, didn't reveal too many plot details, and the energy was absolutely perfect. I am more excited for this movie definitely than I was before the trailer came out, but I do want to see a little more and would love to know some of the plot details which we're likely to get in the next trailer. If the next trailer does reveal those details, well, we're going to have to wait and see.